Happy 5th of July, everybody. Here's hoping you had a great Independence Day. Batten down the hatches. It's going to be a hot few days. So consider yourself warned. They're going to have a look at the forecast, including drought conditions out there in just a second. But this morning, we want to know, what are you setting your thermostat to on days like this? Because I think Duke Energy recommends around 78, which seems awfully toasty for a lot of people. But comparison to what it is outside, it's not that bad. And listen, we're learning this morning, according to a new study, what you prefer your thermostat at might have to do with your parents. Study found that the temperature your home was as a child creates a comfort norm that we tend to keep as adults. So if you grew up in a warm home, you probably prefer your thermostat in the 70s. If you grew up in a cold home, you probably like the 60s. So we've been asking this morning the classic question, what do you set your thermostat at your house? We got all sorts of responses. Some folks chiming in saying in the 70s, mid-70s, especially in the summer. Some other folks saying 60s as well. So
we're 70.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Not sure what that was.
That was my thermostat going off.
We do try to keep it maybe in the mid-70s if we can during the day.
That's good.
And then at night, though, we got to go down to like 69 or something because otherwise I sweat too much.
It's tough also because like when I got to work this morning after 4 o'clock, it's still 80 degrees. So when you have that, you almost need to cool it down as much as possible to get your body a chance to recover. So yeah.
So chime in, let us know what do you keep your thermostat at in the meantime.
I never look at my thermostat. I really don't. I just go if it's comfortable, it's all right.
You've never looked at your thermostat?
Never.
Man.
What, does your wife handle it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense.
I was supposed to say, someone's got to be like minding it. Like,
happy wife, happy life.
Yo, sure. Let's talk about drought conditions.
Okay, so the biggest problem with this heat is actually turning out to be the drought status, because this map officially 3 weeks ago was nowhere close to what we're looking at right now. Now notice the outlined counties. That is our WCNC viewing area. The yellow represents abnormally dry conditions. The tannish color there, that's moderate drought status. So that's been the upgrade. 2 weeks ago, nothing was here. A week ago, everything was abnormally dry, but now we're starting to see some sections, especially York County. We also have Rowan, Iredell, Alexander County, entirely under moderate drought status. And you're probably noticing that by how crispy your lawn is. Check out this graph that we've seen over the last 3 weeks. So 3 weeks ago, North Carolina, just over 4% was just dry. Now 99.98% of the state is either dry to 75% officially under a drought. And I hate to see these severe numbers go up. Now at this point, it really starts affecting wildlife. The stream flow starts to go down. Wells can even be affected just depending on how shallow it is. And then the drought monitor for South Carolina technically came down by 0.01, but still it's around 100%, where these values are something that we haven't seen since 2009 and 2012. And that severe drought continues to expand across the area. So even though we've seen well over where we should have for this time of year by over an inch, that's good. It's really what we've seen over the last month and a half. So May was well above normal. It was in the top 10 for wettest Mays on record. So was January. But June, since that is a time that all those plants are thriving and everything like that, we were about 3 inches off the mark. July, we typically see close to 4 inches for the entirety of the month. So to catch up, we not only need to be normal for July, we have to make up for June. So realistically, about 8 inches would need to come over the next month. But the problem is that can't be all at once. Where one of my favorite contacts about this subject is a man named Cabe. Cabe that actually worked for the U.S. Drought Monitor. He says that 1 inch of rain over 12 hours is ideal. 1 inch over an hour, most of that, 90% of that, doesn't really affect, doesn't really help out drought.
Doesn't sink in. Yeah, well, here this weekend, we got the opportunity. The unfortunate thing is just how hot it's going to be, so we're weather aware. The impacts will be those temperatures today in the mid to upper 90s. It'll feel like over 105 degrees heat index. Tomorrow, better chance we could see some rain and storms. We stay in the mid-90s, but the interesting thing is the temperature on Sunday, upper 80s. How about that? That's actually below average, and a few showers, and then pretty typical temperatures from Monday all the way through Thursday next week.
So the blue bars is what our forecast is supposed to look like. The red bars, not so much. So today is going to be trying to challenge the top spot. The hottest that we've been so far is 99. 98 is the second. So regardless, today will be one of the hottest days.
Whether it's 95 or 99, it's just hot.
It's just hot, yeah.
And it's also dangerous out there. So make sure, we keep talking about this. If you know someone an elderly person, check on them. And so many of the animals some are neglected. Make sure they got a cool spot and plenty of cool water.
Hey, we asked at the top of the show, what do you like to keep your thermostat at? Some of you responding. Joy says 74, 78 is too hot. I kind of agree with you. Yeah. John, 72, but he says he works from home, so it needs to stay comfortable. I get that. Missy, 70. Missy, I like 72, honestly.
You like 72 or 70?
Actually, I probably like 68, but I'm trying to be realistic with myself. And then we've got a lady by the name of Andrea Abigail, who is promising to give a loan of 3 interest rate. Are you interested? Don't you hate those spams?
Abigail, cut it out.
Andrea Abigail, you're clearly not watching us right now, and you're clearly a bot of some sort. Leave our people alone. She's asking that of Joy. Joy, please ignore her.
Yeah, ignore Joy.
All right, folks, chime in. Let us know what you think. Have a cool and safe holiday weekend. I'm going to see you back here on Monday morning.
Sarah's back.
That's right.